Good morning and welcome to the Clermont County Board of Commissioners meeting for this 6th day of August, 2025. Prior to officially starting a meeting, we always ask for local clergy to come this morning and lead us in prayer. This morning, Minister Jim Wilt is here from Monterey Christian Church. Pastor, thanks for being here this morning, and please lead us. The podium's yours.
Bow, please. Heavenly Fathers, we bow before you this morning, knowing that we are your children here upon this earth, and you placed us here in this world to do your will. And we ask that the commission today run this meeting here, and the people brought forward their business, that everything will be according to your will, and that these things will be done well. We thank you for the cooler weather that's a little bit drier and a little more pleasant to live in. And we thank you for this county, which is run well and has a lot of good people in it. We thank you for Jesus Christ, your son, and we ask that your blessing in this meeting and these commissioners and these people here, that all they do and say will be in accordance with your will. Guide us now and protect us and keep us safe. As we now say a pledge to our country's flag, we ask your blessing upon that. We pray through your son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Amen. And now to officially start our meeting, Commissioner Corcoran, would you lead us in the pledge?
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thanks, and we'll start with our regular agenda. The meeting's been called to order, and we will go to letter B. Letter B is approval of regular session minutes of 7/30/2025. Board, you've had these minutes early and had an opportunity to review them. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make the motion to approve. I will second.
Been moved in second. Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes. Letter C, we have reached the time and designation for a public hearing to review and comment regarding the draft 5-year consolidated plan for fiscal years 2025 through 29 and the fiscal year 2025 annual action plan projects for Clermont County's strategy for investing housing and urban development funds, including community development block grant and home investment partnership. Gail, I understand Desmond is here this morning and he is going to conduct this hearing.
Yes, he will.
Desmond, thanks for being here this morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. I'm Desmond Mayata with the Community and Economic Development Department. This will be the third 5-year plan, I believe, for Clermont County. Your first one was when you received home funds originally in 2015. Another one was done in 2020. And then so HUD requires these every 5 years. So this would be beginning in 2025. Today's hearing is to receive public comment on Clermont County's draft 5-year consolidated plan. This is required by HUD to participate in CDBG and home programs. It's been prepared in accordance with HUD guidelines and serves 4 purposes. Number one, it allows us to apply for CDBG and home funds each year, and it provides a framework for implementing HUD-funded initiatives, and it also provides a benchmark for future evaluation on how we're doing. To develop this plan, we had assistance with a consultant. There were 13 in-depth stakeholder interviews with lots of social service providers and community members. We did receive 264 surveys from the public, so we felt like that was a good response. We did have 2 public meetings, one in person and one virtual for people that may want to log in. So we're now in the 30-day public comment period of the draft plan, and a notice was published in a local newspaper on June 13th and on the county website for review. The draft plan is available on the county's website and in our office. Some of the priorities and needs identified, some were very similar to the last plan. Housing rated very high as far as housing affordability, quality, and solutions for homeless and special needs populations. Another need identified is neighborhood revitalization, which includes items we heard that infrastructure is needed: roads, sewer, water, sidewalks, broadband. Public facilities is another category. So we heard the need for emergency shelters, senior and youth centers, parks, and recreation spaces. Public services, There's another category we heard. Some of those items in the plan are needs for job training, transportation, childcare, youth services, and other supportive services. And finally, economic development was also found to be a priority need. Items such as job creation, business site improvements, facade upgrades, and other commercial revitalization. After today's public hearing, as far as next steps, we'll provide a draft plan to the board for your review, and then your eventual passage of the plan, and then we'll submit that to HUD. So if there's any public comments, I think we take those at this time.
Okay. Is anyone here to make a comment on CDBG consolidated plan for fiscal years 2025 through 2029? Hearing none. Okay. Board, we have not received any correspondence for anything. Have you? Has
Not
your
yet.
office? No.
No.
And they have not received anything either. So at this time, I think we can continue with the presentation and close the hearing.
Okay. And there's no opponent or
Anyone here for or against? Doesn't look like it. So, yeah.
all right, hearing none. Well, I'll close the public hearing, and thank you, Desmond, this morning for coming over and informing us again. So, all right. We will move forward with our regular agenda. We are at letter D. Letter D is a presentation. Charles Tassel, the Ohio State Director, and Kathy Harmon, the Loan Specialist, the U.S. Department of Agriculture, Rural Development for Small Towns, Big Futures, are here to give us a presentation. Mr. Tassel, thanks for being here this morning with the Board of Commissioners. We appreciate what you do.
Commissioners, thank you. Appreciate the opportunity. Thank you for the invite. Charles Tassel, I'm the state director. I was appointed on June 2nd by the president and secretary for USDA to work with Ohio, specifically Ohioans. And it's been interesting as a appointee. I was offered some opportunities in DC, and I said, one of the great things is I'd love to work in Ohio, and it's Buckeyes helping Buckeyes. We have a great team. We're about 43% of staff where we were before. So we are lean and mean and getting things done. In the sense of what we are focused on now is there's three really primary areas we work on. And Kathy's going to go into the details on this. The simple thing is there's a housing side of things. There's a community facilities side of issues. And then there's also a business and industry side. When it comes to development, and I appreciate the CDBG plan, the 5-year plan, there are a lot of communities across Ohio that do not have 5-year plans. Without that 5-year plan, they can't go on to get other grants, to get other assistance, to grow their communities, to develop their communities. And that's really an area that we are going to be shaping and focusing the grant efforts in Ohio to address that concern, to make sure that small townships are actually represented and actually have some funds to help get those first things. We talk about, are the communities, are they walking or running? We got communities that don't have the shoes on yet. And helping them get that first step to get up and going and get moving is really where we're focused at. So it's been an honor and a privilege to work. Only a couple of months so far, getting a feel for it. Great staff. We have 5 offices across the state. And the Hillsborough office is the area that represents kind of this southwestern area of Ohio. And being a native here, I appreciate the opportunity to come out. I live in Stone Lake Township. So appreciate being able to participate in some of the different committees and housing and such. I'll say it this way, Kathy will come up and speak on some of the specific programming, but appreciate the opportunity. And we have an open door policy. To the extent that we can participate and help, we are ready to, and appreciate the opportunity. So
You bet.
thank you. We'll be available for questions afterwards.
Thanks for being here.
Kathy?
All right, thank you. Thanks very much. And I do have a little bit of information that I'd like to pass out. So if you would take one and pass it around. If there's not enough for everybody, I have some business cards. I'm Kathy Harmon, and I'm here today to talk about USDA rural development and also to talk specifically about the areas where I work, which is the community programs section, community facilities projects, and also water and wastewater. And what we do is we make loans and grants to areas that have projects going on. So I'm going to briefly cover some of the slides, and some of the slides I'll go more in detail. All right. So State Director Tassel just mentioned that we are in the Hillsborough office, and this map shows all of the different area offices we have in the state. I'm in the Hillsborough office. We have 4 offices throughout the state, and we take care of 23 counties in the Southwest Ohio area. Now, a lot of times when I started at USDA, I've been here for 11 years with USDA and 4 years in the community programs area. And before I started working for rural development, they asked questions like, well, USDA, what do they do? And, you know, USDA does a lot of stuff, including something that comes to everybody's mind is meat inspectors. Well, we're a lot more than just putting that USDA stamp on the meat, including food safety, support for farmers and ranchers, animal science research, the U.S. Forest Service, and then what's near and dear to my heart, rural development. Rural development has its hands in everything. And I want to thank you for the opportunity to talk to everybody about what USDA rural development can do for our communities. Our organizational structure, we actually are made up of several different services: the Rural Business Cooperative Service, Rural Housing Service, and the Rural Utility Service. And I just want to mention that as a federal entity, we operate with what Congress gives us. So if Congress gives us a lot of funding for loans and grants, then we turn around and make those loans and grants to our communities so they can get projects going. In years where there's not a lot of grant money, like this year, and we don't know what fiscal year 2026 is going to mean, but you know, there's always been the loan dollars, but grant dollars are sometimes harder to come up with. But the whole focus is trying to build the rural community so that it has the same kind of services as our urban neighbors. So with the rural business and cooperative services, this program, the Business and Industry Loan Guarantee Program, is where a commercial loan is made, but the federal government puts their guarantee behind it. And it's all to inspire business within rural areas. So that's one of their programs. Another one of their programs is the Rural Business Development Grant. And this again supports small and emerging businesses in rural areas. Now, the next service, that was the Rural Business Service. This service is the Rural Utility Service. And this is all about infrastructure, and including infrastructure in the electric program. And folks in the electric program actually make loans and grants to build our electric grid. Another program that they offer, I see a show of hands here, who's driven in Ohio and driven through a spot where you don't have internet connectivity? The focus of this program is to provide broadband to all those areas throughout the nation and for us in Ohio. We actually have a project that we just started in Latham, Ohio, in Pike County. They don't have any internet there, so it's really interesting. Another program that's available through the Rural Utility Service is this Distance Learning Telemedicine Grant. And this provides connectivity, communication from rural areas to larger areas. An example, the OSU worked with Adams County and Highland County to actually develop some distance learning to address the opioid issues. And then this program is one that I do get to work in my community programs area, water and waste disposal. The focus of these loans and grants is to provide funding for clean and reliable drinking water and sanitary sewage disposal. The eligibility, you're a nonprofit or a public body with a population of 10,000 or less. Those are the people who are eligible for these loans and grants. Now, there are several different interest rates right now. Our interest rates in our programs, both in water and waste disposal and in our community facilities, they vary each quarter. So they can go up or they can go down. So right now, our highest rate is 5.25% is our highest rate. But our lowest rates, depending on what your median household income is for your community, you can get a lower rate. the good thing about our program, another good thing about our program is that if you lock in a rate, so if you file an application and we lock you in at a certain interest rate, if the rates go up, you never have to go up to that. You're always locked in with the lower rate. But if the rates go down by the time we close your loan, you can actually get the lower rate. So that is a good thing about our program. And I just have a few examples through the state of Ohio. This project, this was out in Athens County, and you can see it's quite a large project. Now, you may not need 28.8 million. Maybe you're a village and you need to repair your sewer plant, and that's going to be a smaller loan. Well, we can fund that, but we also work with other funding partners to layer the funding to make bigger projects happen. And in this one, they had to connect a lot of people to the sewer who never had connections before. This one, we worked with the EPA, the Army Corps, Ohio Water Development Authority, and 6 different phases of construction to make this big project happen. Another project, this was in Belmont County. They built a new water treatment plant from the ground up. This one cost $60.5 million, but again, this was one where we were able to make loans and grants to help them. It's been said that USDA rural development can fund a village from the ground up. Well, I already talked about electric, talked about your water and sewer. This program, our community facilities program, helps to build a lot of the other infrastructure, and not just infrastructure, but the equipment that goes in those buildings. So with our community facilities program, we could build a hospital, we could build a fire department or a police station. We could also put a fire truck in that building. You know, we make loans and grants to help make that happen. So a couple of real world examples, if you're ever driving through Adams County or Owensville or driving through Blanchester and you get pulled over by the police, chances are one of those vehicles was funded with the USDA loan and grant. So you're welcome. With our program, we offer direct loans, loan and grant combinations, and also those loan guarantees again. And for community facilities, our lowest rate right now is 4.5% for poverty areas, and 5.25 is the market rate. You're eligible for assistance if you're in an unincorporated area or an incorporated area with a population that's below 20,000. Some of the advantages, it's no fee with a fixed interest rate and a longer term. So for some of our water and sewer plant projects, they have a 40-year term. But some of if we're building a fire station, that could be a 35-year term. So it really helps to spread those payments out. And there's no prepayment penalty for our program. If, say, Clermont County ran into a bunch of money and wanted to pay us off, no problem. No fee for that. What happens then is those funds will go back, and then we'll be able to make loans to other rural communities who need them. Just a few projects that we've actually been able to fund through our community facilities program. This is up at Yellow Springs. We built a beautiful fire station up there, $5.75 million project. In Fayette County, we helped them with the courthouse restoration. Now, this one was a $2 million restoration. And what happens is we work with a lot of different folks, including the State Historic Preservation Office, and help to get this, to get the historic preservation part done right. Another project, this is out between Marietta and Wheeling in Monroe County, to build a new $15.5 million jail out there. This one is up northeast of Cleveland. The Berkshire School District actually needed to build a new school. And so they worked with the Ohio Facilities Construction Commission, and the project was over $50 million total. But between USDA and OFCC, they were able to make this happen. This is a picture of our construction sign, and then this is a picture of the facility once it's built. And then finally, the last slide that I have to show you some of the projects that we've had is this is the Burchard Public Library up in Sandusky County, southeast of Toledo. They needed to do a building addition, and so this is a $3.5 million project. So again, working with SHPO to make sure that everything was done in accordance with historic preservation. So our program is competitive. You know, we offer up to 40-year terms, and we have staff engineers and architects on staff to help with your project, help advise to get it done right. We also have environmental coordinator that can help to get that important part done. And we have staff that will assist you throughout. That's why I'm here. I'm in the Hillsborough office to help answer calls, to help you file the application. I'd just like to see another show of hands. Anybody that thinks filing government paperwork is easy? I don't see any hands. It's not, but we're here to help you through that process, through application to loan closing and to help construct your facility. So we're committed to helping fund these projects and to improving rural America. I'm going to be in the back. If anybody has any questions at any time, just let me know about your projects. We'd love to help.
Great.
As Kathy said, we're from the federal government. We're here to help. But seriously, if there's any questions, we're happy to participate. And as we get more information coming out with the new budget and even from the rest of the information from the One Big Beautiful Bill coming out, we do work with the Township Association for Ohio, the Municipal League, and the Commissioners Association, Mr. President. And we'll be providing that information out as well. So we'll be reaching out.
Great.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Board, any
Nice.
questions, Kathy or Charles? Thanks for being here this morning. We
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it. And
Thank
and just to give a comment there, Clermont County has a economic development department. You know, we have staff that can also help, you know, when they want to get in touch with you all there in Hillsborough, and also they can provide help for applications and all those kinds of things. So we try to put our best foot out there so that people have access to those kinds of programs. So thanks for being here this morning.
Thank you.
Really
guys.
appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
You bet. We will move on with our regular agenda. We are at some new employee introductions. First up, we have Community Economic Development. Heath Wilson is here and to introduce a couple people. Heath, thanks for being here this morning.
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
Come up here. Don't be afraid. All right, I'm happy to introduce two new members to the building department team, Stephanie Ward and Chad Zink. Stephanie will be a permit specialist and Chad is a building inspector. Stephanie, they both started August 4th, 2025, so they're in their first week. Stephanie's a lifelong resident of Clermont County. Her previous experience in customer service will serve her very well as a permit specialist. She enjoys taking walks in her spare time. Chad has lived in Clermont County for 40 years. He has many years experience working locally for electrical and fire protection companies, which makes him a good fit as a building inspector. He loves to spend time with his children and is an avid golfer. So thank you, Commissioner.
Great. Well,
Amen. Thanks. Thanks to both of you for joining the team here at Clermont County. Stick around and we'll take a picture here before you leave. All righty. Next up is our animal shelter. Kara Swartz is here this morning and she's here to introduce a new employee.
Morning. Here I'm your kennel administrator. I'm here to introduce Callie Reardon. She recently started as a new full-time kennel attendant. She is from Bethel and comes to us from the Brown County Humane Society. She was a kennel technician there, and she has a 10-month-old daughter.
and thank you for all your work last night. You did a great job at the Sheriff's Night Out event, and your whole staff. Tell them thank you.
Yeah, I will. We had a lot of staff and volunteers that were able to help, and we're really grateful to be a part of it. We hope to be a part of it every year.
Great.
Moving forward.
Thank you.
We saw that
Yeah.
the League of Animal Welfare had a van over there too that had some kittens in it that, you know, they were enticing some of those young kids, no question.
Yeah, they were also there. We got to talk with them a little bit, so it's good to see our rescue partners out in the community and, you know, work together in that sort of way.
And you survived the rain.
Yep.
The lightning and everything.
The dogs were wet though. They didn't.
It did clear up
It
late,
was
but it was quite wet there for a while, no question.
Yeah, we had a couple that were scared of storms. That
I guess.
had to take a rest. They did well.
Very nice.
Well, thanks, McCauley, for joining the team.
Thank you.
Water Resources, Ryan Gruber. Morning.
I just wanted to introduce Dakota Denier. He is our most recent water resources employee working in the sewer collections department, out there cleaning the sewer lines every day and keeping the flows going. He is a resident of Union Township and a graduate of West Clermont High School. Also holds a degree from the University of Cincinnati in education, and his past jobs include paving and construction. So, Dakota Denier here.
Dakota, thanks for being here. We're glad you joined the team. And for those that don't kind of put that in perspective really quick, they service 55,000 customers throughout Clermont County when it comes to water and sewer, depending on which side of the house that they work on. But it's super important, and it pulls them out all hours of the day and night, to make repairs. And so we really appreciate everything you've done. If you guys like to take a picture with us, come on up. That's pretty quick. You got to get close like you like yourself.
Okay, smile. You got to keep doing it.
Yep, just smile. And look right here. We'll go in 3, 2, 1, and one more. 3, 2, 1. And we'll get
Good,
Yeah.
okay.
Thank you.
I know. All right.
Next up is letter E, is public participation. Do we have anyone that'd like to participate this morning in public participation? We do. So during this time, the board does not answer questions nor engage in debate. The commissioners are not expected to comment on matters brought before the board at this time. Each speaker will speak only once, be recognized by the board president. In accordance with the board's rules, you'll have 5 minutes. Who'd like to go first? Come on up. Tell us your name and your address.
Not sure if this mic is activated. I can barely hear those.
Really?
people when they're
Okay.
doing the introductions.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Is it on, David? Okay.
people can hear me. Great.
speakers in here. That's
Oh,
Gotcha. Okay. My name is Debbie Davidson, and I'm a resident of Batavia Township. I live at 2265 Snyder Road with my husband, who's a disabled Vietnam vet. Clermont County Commissioner said that we will probably participate in the 287G program, and I need to know where the county is in the decision-making process. How are these costs and benefits being quantified, and how will the federalization of our local resources commence if we decide to do this? When will the community have an opportunity for input into a momentous decision by our county? There are 3 reasons I ask. Many of the costs of this program fall on the local jurisdiction. Overcrowding in our jail system is a real possibility, and the liability of unlawful arrest and detainment may fall directly on Clermont County. A couple of weeks ago, a U.S. citizen, an Iraq War veteran, was picked up in an ICE raid in Texas. If he sues, who pays? We have Hispanic residents in Clermont County. A table of them were speaking Spanish recently at Grandma's in Williamsburg. Are these people going to be harassed by masked officers of Clermont County? And I don't think it's a good look for us. And after seeing Kathy's excellent presentation, I think we have more important things to do here than be chasing down people because of the color of their skin. These things need to be decided in a thoughtful manner, and we need public input as to whether or not we are going to participate in this program. I thank you for your time.
Thank you. Anyone else? Go ahead.
Good morning. Good morning. My name's Jen Mazzucchelli. I live in Union Township. I would have come earlier about this, but kids, got one going off to college, dentist appointments, whatever. But I am concerned about the county entering into a 287G memorandum of agreement. It's been widely reported that, like Debbie said, the counties bear the cost. And I'm concerned about jurisdictional issues. We're seeing this down in Florida where somebody has a question and they go to the federal government and the federal government says, well, it's in a county, and the county says, well, it's a federal program, and nobody can get answers. I think that when we come to the issue of federalizing county resources, county residents should be able to vote on that. I'm not here to say ICE is bad, immigration arrests are bad. I have my opinion, but that's not what this is about. This is about, if we're going to make a decision about county resources, it needs to be above board. The public needs to be able to actually vote on it, because I don't get the Clermont Sun. So I don't know where notices are published. I don't see them. So I was not aware that there was public participation about the plan, which is fine. I mean, I did the survey, so I was able to provide input in that regard. But people don't always know what's happening before it happens. So I feel like a vote is the best way to make sure everybody has an opportunity to be heard. And if the entire county says, you know what, I think it's a great idea, then that's one thing. Now, for reasons, I was at the municipal courthouse the other day for a hearing. And while I was there, I was talking with somebody who represents pretty much everybody who works at VIP smoke shops. And he said, everybody is being detained. So I have a question. Have we already entered into a 287G partnership, and the Clermont County Jail is being used as a de facto ICE detention center? And it can be a problem. We're seeing problems take place in Florida. We're seeing problems take place in Butler County. In Butler County, there are over 450, the last I heard, over 450 people being detained in Butler County Jail, and 7 out of 10 of them have no criminal record. Is this what we want for Clermont County? Is this a reputation we want? Because I'll tell you, on Facebook, people are talking about boycotting Butler County until they shut down the ICE detention center. I don't think that's what we want for Clermont. I don't know if the voters or the residents do, and we should be able to vote on it. So first, I'd like to know if we've already begun the process. And second, because I think that's an important thing that we should know. And second, I would just strongly request that before anything go further, it be put to a vote. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Then I'll close public participation and we will move on. I'm going to move up staff and elected official discussions here. I understand that Jessica Powell is here to talk to us about CTC. Morning.
Morning. Jessica Powell, Assistant County Administrator. So ODOT has actually sent out a grant application that we would like to look into. We had Kennedy Briggs from CED come up and help us at CTC to determine if this is something that we want to pursue. It's a workforce mobility feasibility study is what we're applying for. It's basically what we're trying to do is we're working with the other county departments to potentially be able to do a feasibility study to determine if we can help the workforce, the employers, and if that's a need that for transportation, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself here, help businesses and employers to be able to get people to work within Clermont County, and then also potentially getting employees within Clermont County to places outside of Clermont County, just trying to get people to work. There's a lot of transportation needs out there that we are not necessarily being able to meet at this point in time. So ODOT understands that. They're trying to get out grants to help us with that. This would be the first step in being able to do something like that. It would be a feasibility study to determine that that is needed here first before we move forward. So we've actually worked with Community and Economic Development. They're looking to assist us with a 20% match from Economic Development's conveyance fees. And the total project cost would be about $200,000, but we were looking to get $160,000 from the state of Ohio through the grant. So any questions or?
In this mobility partnership, we have a resolution today that you're requesting to add to the agenda? Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Do we want to handle that one separately, Ralph, at this time? Or is it okay to
Do it through the.
add it all together?
We could do it.
Through the additions? That's how we'll do it. Okay. Thank you. Any other staff or county elected official conversation? We will move back to our consent agenda. Board, a consent agenda has been prepared for you. I know you've had it earlier. Are there any items we need to remove from that agenda for further discussion?
No.
Then I would ask for a motion to approve the consent agenda as provided.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Then moved in second. Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes.
Commissioner Painter.
Yes, we'll move on to letter G. It's the non-consent agenda. Non-consent starts on page 4 with item number 8. Item number 8 is a recommendation of the Board of County Commissioners adopt resolution 119-25 to approve payment and vendors in the total amount of $1,196,864.01 as outlined in the BCC approval invoice reports for checks dated August 6th, 2025, BCC directed prepaid invoice report, and procurement card transaction report is presented by the county auditor on August 4th, 2025, and further authorizing the county auditor to issue warrants pursuant and in compliance with section 319.16 of the Ohio Revised Code. Do I have a motion to pay the bills?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Been moved in second. Roll call.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Painter.
Yes. We move on to item number 9.
Morning, Board. Item
Morning.
number 9 is a recommendation to execute an amendment to a contract between the board and Dynamic Surface Application out of Pennsdale, Pennsylvania. This was previously ratified by the board on April 9th of this year for an estimated cost of installing polymer expansion joint binder on 6 Clermont County bridges, with the amendment being no increase in the contract price, but it reflects the actual quantities installed.
Board, you've heard the reading of item number 9. Do I have a motion for approval?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Been moved in second. Any further conversation or discussion?
No.
Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes.
Commissioner Painter.
Yes. Item number 10. Hi, Andy.
Morning.
Andy Mays, Director, CTC. Recommendation to authorize and execute grant application 6278-2025-1 with the Federal Transit Administration, 1200 New Jersey Avenue, Southeast, Washington, D.C. 20590, between the County of Clermont, Ohio, and the Federal Transit Administration in the amount of $1,300,000 with $680,000 federal funding, $620,000 state funding for the purchase of a transportation study and the reimbursement of operating expenses.
Board, you've heard the reading of item number 10. Do I have a motion for approval?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
And moved in second. Any further clarification? Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Painter.
Yes. Thanks, Andy. Item number 11. Hi, Hannah.
Hi, Hannah.
Morning.
Morning.
Hannah Lubers with the Adams Clermont Solid Waste District, and this is a recommendation to adopt resolution number 120-25 to approve the Adams Clermont Solid Waste District 2025 Solid Waste Management Plan pursuant to and in compliance with section 3734.55 of the Ohio Revised Code.
Board, you've heard the reading of item number 11. Do I have a motion for approval?
Make the motion.
I'll second.
Been moved in second. Any further conversation? Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes.
Commissioner Painter.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hannah. Item number 12.
Recommendation to authorize Thomas J. Eagle, County Administrator, to execute Amendment Number 1 to the Professional Service Agreement between the Board Commissioners of Clermont County, Ohio, and Broward Mower Incorporated, 4518 Taylorsville Road, Dayton, Ohio, 45424. Previously entered into on March 31st, 2025 for professional services to produce a soil study at 4003 Fairleger Road in Batavia, Ohio, due to additional services needed related to encountering weaker soils for the increase of $2,790 with a total contract price to date of $12,540. This was a change order request that was approved during the work. As they were drilling, they were to go down to either 16 feet or 20. In several situations, they had to go as far as 30 feet before they hit bedrock. Other cases, they went down the 16 feet, they went down to about 20, 25 feet. In about 7 or 8 locations out of the 16 locations they did the soil borings for.
I believe it.
Board, you've heard the reading of item number 12. Do I have a motion for approval?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
It's been moved in second. Anything further? Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Painter.
Yes. Item number 13, Pam Hoverclaws. Morning, Pam.
Morning, Pam. Thanks for your work last night, too, in the rain.
Pam Havercos, Clermont County Emergency Management Agency. Item number 13 is a recommendation to nominate the following individuals for appointment and/or reappointment to serve on the Clermont County Local Emergency Planning Committee, as approved by the Clermont County Local Emergency Planning Committee on July 17th, 2025. It's for an effective period of August 15th of 2025 through August 14th of 2027, pursuant to and in compliance with Section 3750.03B of the Ohio Revised Code. Would you like me to read the table of individuals that are
You're good.
recommended? Okay.
Yep.
There's a
We've
lot.
got it.
We got them all.
Board, you've heard the recommendations that were read in item number 13. Do I have a motion for approval?
I'll make the motion. They're written in the agenda.
I'll second.
It's been moved in second. Any further discussion about the people who are being appointed? Roll call.
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes.
Commissioner Painter.
Yes.
And just for the record, our local emergency planning committees are open to the public. All of the information is on our website. They can participate in person or virtually. We meet quarterly, as well as we take new membership throughout the entire cycle. So as we have people that change positions, or we have individuals that are more interested in being a part of the committee, we can always bring membership applications back to the Board of County Commissioners for approval, and then take it to the State Emergency Response Commission as well.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Pam.
Thanks for all you do.
Item number 14.
So item number 14 is a recommendation to nominate the following individual for reappointment to serve on the Clermont County Local Emergency Planning Committee, as approved by the Clermont County Local Emergency Planning Committee on July 17th of 2025, effective August 15th of 2025 through August 14th of 2027, pursuant to and in compliance with Section 3750.03B of Ohio Revised Code. And this is for a recommendation to reappoint Commissioner Batchelor to be one of our elected official representatives.
You bet. Board, you've heard the reading of item number 14. Do I have a motion for approval?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second that
Okay.
motion. Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Painter.
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Abstain.
Thanks, Pam.
Thank you.
Item number 15. Hi, Donnie.
Morning.
Morning.
Dottie Meyer on behalf of the Department of Job and Family Services. Item number 15 is going to be a recommendation to reappoint the following representatives to serve on the Clermont County Family Services Planning Committee for a term of 7/1 of 25 through 6/30 of 27 to gather public input and review and making program recommendations and developing and maintaining a community plan to implement Ohio Works First pursuant to and in compliance with Section 329.06 of the Ohio Revised Code and other programs established under Chapter 5107, the Ohio Works First program, and Chapter 5108, the Prevention, Retention, and Contingency program of the Ohio Revised Code. Those individuals are listed on the recommendation.
Thank you, Donnie. Board, you've heard the reading on number 15. Do I have a motion for approval?
I'll make the motion. I'll second.
Been moved and second. Any further conversation? Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item number 16.
Item number 16 is a recommendation to appoint the following individual to serve on the Board of Directors of the Clermont County Port Authority for the terms as outlined below. This would be Joe Wagner of Milford, Ohio, and it would be his first full term from 8/6/2025 through 8/5/2029.
Board, you've heard the reading of item number 16, the recommendation to appoint Joe Wagner to the Port Authority Board. Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion. I'll second.
It's been moved and second. Any further? Roll call.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes. Item number 17.
Item number 17 is a recommendation to employ the law firm of Frost Brown Todd LLP of Cincinnati, Ohio, as outside legal counsel to advise the Board of Clermont County Commissioners as it relates to Ohio Revised Code sections 5709.77 through 5709.81 and 5709.63 through 5709.633, and further to authorize Thomas J. Eigel, County Administrator, to execute a professional services contract between the Board of Clermont County Commissioners and the law firm of Frost Brown Todd LLP, pursuant to and in compliance with the Ohio Revised Code, Section 305.14, and the terms and conditions of the contract, with the total compensation for attorney fees and costs associated not to exceed $5,000.
Board, you've heard the reading of item number 17. Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion. I'll second.
It's been moved and second. Any further conversation, Gail? You just want to, Frost Brown Todd, their particular expertise for those sections are in the.
They are for rural enterprise zones and tax increment financing. We do have some issues that occurred with certain House bills that came on board just recently that extends times for TIFs in townships.
Mm-hmm. And I think that was an extension from 30 years to include 30 more, right?
I think 15 more, I think. Yeah.
Yep. Any other conversation? Roll call.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes. Item number 18.
Morning, Board. Emily Akers, Office Management Budget.
Morning.
I have a recommendation to resolve to approve and authorize changes in the annual appropriation resolution number 151-24 for calendar year 2025. These are 3 supplemental appropriations. The first is from Narcotics Unit Asset Forfeiture Other Expenses for $17,041.12, and that is so that they can spend some forfeiture money that was recently collected. The next is Prosecutor Civil Division Retirement Payout for $49,636.04, and that is obviously for a retirement payout. And the third is for the Dog and Kennel Fund Animal Control Other Expenses for $20,000. And I just want to give a little more explanation on that one. If we go back to the Purina donation that was original for $20,000 was deposited or paid into the Dog and Kennel Fund. And it was originally earmarked for the, I think it was
Play area.
the play area, which then the Boy Scouts came in and somebody donated and did the project. So now we have under contract the kennel expansion, which went through, I think last week, $141,000. And as promised, this is the $20,000 that was in the Dog and Kennel Fund. I just needed to put the budget in place to cover that $20,000 for the kennel expansion. The other $121,000 is coming out of capital.
Which in just shorthand, real quick, means that the money that was donated was never lost. It was always accounted for by Clermont County, and it's being used in the kennel extension just as it was planned. Nestle Purina is completely aware of that, and they know exactly where it's being spent. And I think we even provided them right down to the number line that money is applied on. So
So that, and how that money, when it was put into that dog and kennel fund, that is their operating fund. So the money gets in there and gets spent on operations. And when we originally did the budget, we did not put the 20,000 in for this specific capital portion of this project. So we're just kind of replenishing the operating funds that have been used.
Correct.
But yes, so that it is earmarked in there. It's being used for that. There is a project number now tied to that all has to do with procuring a donation.
Thank you. Board, you've heard the reading of item number 18. Oh, roll call, Gail. Did we call it?
No.
Did we
did
make a
not.
motion? Okay. You've heard the reading of item number 18. Do I have a motion for approval?
Make the motion.
I'll second.
It's been moved and second. Roll call.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Emily. We are at letter H is additions to the agenda. I understand we have 4 additions. Is that correct?
Yes, Commissioner Painter. There are 4 add-ons for the board to consider. These are, the first one is a joint application for employment of outside counsel. The second will be Resolution 121-25, amending Resolution 104-25 for the Mental Health and Recovery Board tax levy. The third one will be Resolution 122-25, amending Resolution 110-25 for the Children's Protective Services tax levy. And the fourth one will be authorizing the filing of application with the Ohio Department of Transportation.
Board, you've understood that we have some additions to add to the agenda. These 4 additions, do I have a motion to modify the agenda?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
It's been moved and second. Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes. We'll start with the joint application for employment of outside counsel.
And just
It's an
to,
addition.
just,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
just to note, we have Ryan Spitzer, our outside legal counsel for the board, here if you have any questions about some of these items. Okay?
Morning.
Morning, Brian.
The first item we have is a recommendation to authorize David L. Painter, President of the Board of County Commissioners, to execute the joint application for employment of outside legal counsel with the Clermont County Prosecuting Attorney to the Clermont County Court of Common Pleas for the employment of legal counsel pursuant to and in compliance with Section 305.14 of the Ohio Revised Code as it relates to the defense of the Clermont County Board of Commissioners in case number 2025 CA 07055, pending before the 12th District Court of Appeals and matters related thereto.
Absolutely. Do we have, you've heard the reading of the resolution. Do we have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Okay.
Have a second.
It's been moved and second. Any further conversation? Brian, want to just give us a quick overview on that and what that's for?
Yes, absolutely. Board, this is in regards to Clerk Camphouse's mandamus lawsuit that was recently filed against the board related to funding of the municipal court clerk's budget. We sent a joint application on the board's behalf over to the prosecuting attorney's office. They signed and returned it, and now it's before the board for their consideration and hopeful approval.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anything else? Roll call.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes. Item number 2 is resolution 12125.
Item number 2 for the addition to the agenda is a recommendation to adopt resolution number 121-25, amending resolution 104-25, which most recently authorized the placement of a renewal levy in the amount of 0.75 mil for each $1 of taxable value, and the effective rate of $15 for each $100,000 of the county auditor's appraised value for a period of 5 years, to be placed on the 2026 tax duplicate for first collection in 2027 and for 4 years thereafter through 2031, for the purpose of providing or maintaining alcohol, drug addiction, and mental health services as it relates to the submission of the question of the tax to the electorate of the entire territory of Clermont County, Ohio, at the general election to be held on Tuesday, 11/4/2025. This is pursuant to and in compliance with sections 5705.221A and 5705.25 of the Ohio Revised Code.
Board, you've heard the reading resolution 121-25. Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Been moved and second. Any further clarification? Gail, just to clarify that a little bit, we are actually amending a previous resolution because of a clarification that was given in a House bill.
Right. And Brian, would you like to step in?
Sure, happy to. Well, the reason why this came back as an amendment is that there were statutory revisions made under 570503 that became effective back in April. Were elections that occurred after mid-July. Those revisions impacted some of the things that the Secretary of State's office looked for on the underlying form and resolutions. So after this was originally passed, it was sent to the Clermont County Board of Elections. They then send the proposed certification forms, ballot language, and resolutions to the Secretary's office for final review and approval. The Secretary's office flagged the original resolutions specifically because they did not list the dollars for each $100,000 of value. The first resolutions contained a collection rate of the millage per $100. So essentially, this resolution and the next one for the board's consideration amends what was previously passed so that it does contain the effective rate per $100,000 of the auditor's appraised value on the auditor's certification forms that were previously provided. Just for the board's clarification, it doesn't change the millage, it doesn't change the type of levy, and it doesn't change what goes on the ballot. It just changes the resolution language to outline the effective rate for $100,000. This Foley spoke with the Secretary's office yesterday regarding those revisions. I also had a voicemail out to them and haven't heard back yet, but it's my understanding that the resolution before you meets those updated requirements.
Thank you. And the amount per $100,000 is
$15.
$15 per 100,000?
Yes. And it clarifies
And
it for
then
the taxpayers.
$23 on the next
Yes.
resolution before the board.
The first resolution is a replacement levy, right?
Renewal.
It's a
Renewal.
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 Yes.
Okay.
And the reason they changed it is to make it easier for taxpayers to understand exactly the amount that will be going up on their tax bills.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Anything further? Roll call.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Item number 3 is resolution 122-25.
Morning.
Morning.
Again, Donnie Meyer from the Department of Job and Family Services. Through my position, I am also the Director of Child Protective Services. Recommendation on this item, add-on item, is going to be a recommendation to adopt resolution number 122-25, which amends the resolution number 110-25 for the reasons previously spoken of by Mr. Spitzer. Most recently authorized the placement of a renewal tax levy with an increase for children's services and the care and placement of children in the renewal amount of 0.80 mil for each $1 of taxable value and an increase of 0.20 mil for each $1 of taxable value, an effective rate of $23 per $100,000 of county auditor's appraised value for the period of 5 years to be placed on the 2026 tax duplicate for the first collection in 2027, and then 4 years thereafter, ending in 2031. This is for the purposes of providing for the necessary requirements of children's services and the care and placement of children in and as it relates to the submission of the question to the tax to the electorate of the entire territory of Clermont County, Ohio, at the general election to be held on Tuesday, November the 4th of 2025. This is pursuant to Section 5705.24 and in compliance with Section 5705.03B of the Ohio Revised Code.
Thank you, Board. You've heard the reading of Resolution 122-25, amending 110-25. Do I have a motion for approval?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second. Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. All right. Item number 4, filing of an application with the Ohio Department of Transportation. Kennedy Briggs, good to see you this morning.
Morning, Kenny.
Good morning.
Morning.
This is a recommendation to authorize the filing of the Workforce Mobility Partnership Program application with the Ohio Department of Transportation at 1980 West Broad Street, Columbus, Ohio, in the amount of $160,000 with a local match of $40,000 to be provided by the Department of Community and Economic Development's share of conveyance fees for a total project cost of $200,000 and to authorize Thomas J. Eigel to execute any and all documents.
Board, you've heard the reading of the authorization for the filing of an application with the Ohio Department of Transportation. Do I have a motion?
Make the motion.
I'll second.
It's been moved and second. Any further conversation? Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes. Are there any other additions to come before the board at this time? Nope. Okay. With that said, I will move to letter L or letter I. Letter I, requesting an executive session in pursuant to section 121-22 G1 of the Ohio Revised Code to consider the employment or compensation of a public employee or more public employees. Board, do I have a motion to go into executive session?
I'll make, go ahead.
Who's making it?
I'll second.
Okay.
That answered it.
It's been moved and second. Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Batchelor?
I think me, yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes, we will proceed into executive session. We will return and conduct further business. Thanks for being here this morning. We have returned from executive session. There were no decisions made and no actions taken. We will move on with our regular agenda, but before we do, I will go back to additions to the agenda. Team, are there any further additions to the agenda today?
No, Commissioner.
Okay, then I will move on to letter J. Letter J is staff and elected official discussion. Any elected official discussion here today? Hearing none, I will move on to member comments. Members, any comments today about today's meeting? None? Ms. Kelly, you were here. Thanks for coming and participating in public participation. You asked some questions about current things at the sheriff's office. I would direct you to please speak with Sheriff Stratton, when it comes to any type of martial agreement that involves immigration status here in Clermont County. It is not something that we as a board are pursuing. We're not spending any money over at the Clermont County Jail on that at all. However, I do know that the sheriff has been in touch, not with ICE. He talks to the marshal's office, and that he's reviewing whatever requirements that he can help them with. That's something you really need to talk to him the status on. The only thing that the commissioners would get involved in that would be the use of the jail. I do know that any agreements like that include an actual daily rate for usage of the jail. Counties don't let outside agencies use their jail for nothing. So just want to make sure you're aware of that. County commissioners don't allow the use of a jail for nothing. If there were an agreement with one of those agencies that you were concerned about this morning in your talk, 287G, there would be some kind of agreement between the sheriff's office and the county commissioners that would include a daily rate for the use of that jail. Okay? That has not been done. Nope.
So the decision is made at the sheriff's level?
The sheriff has a review of all of that.
Coordination between the sheriff and
It's our building. Yeah. Yep. Anything else, board? With that, I'd ask for a motion to adjourn the meeting today.
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
A second.
Been moved and second. Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran? Commissioner Painter?
Yes. Thanks for attending our meeting today, this beautiful day on August the 6th, 2025. We're glad you were here, whether you were in person or got to participate today, or you were on a social media network watching the meeting. We will see you next week. Thank you.